again, my name is Ana. I go also by Preciousana, and today I want to do a pick a pile that is in regards to what you need to know currently at this moment with regards to a situation in your life. So, what's something that you need to know at this moment? I have three piles. I've already shuffled, and I have pile number one, I have pile number two, and I have pile number three. So just look in the timestamps for the times, and it will take you there to your choice. I have Obsidian here, just really quick. Tiger's Eye, and the Rose Quartz. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So let's begin. Number one. Set these aside. Here. I do try to make these quick because I've noticed my readings are super long, and I'm still having trouble with downloading like hour-long videos, so it'll be, less than 30 minutes. I'll try to make them less than 30 minutes long. Okay, so welcome pile number one, if you chose the Obsidian. Let's see what messages you need to know right now based on a current life situation. So the way I do this is it's just as intuitive. I look at the images and I just go based on like what I feel. Sometimes I refer to the definitions, but not always. I think it's more important on seeing the message for the individual with the individual pile, not necessarily what you read on here. But yeah, so I'm gonna take a look here. You got 10 of Pentacles. So it looks like right now you're going through something that's super awesome, super amazing. You have it all together in the sense that you have lots of abundance at the moment. You can see the family here, the child, he's playing. My cards have a glare, but if you take a look, you can see that. People, happiness, joy. I believe that's the Metatron's cube. Symbolism. She's holding a pentacle in her hand. So you got lots of things going for you right now, financially, emotionally, with family, community. Lots of joy, lots of happiness, lots of togetherness. There's lots of happiness and success currently at the moment is what I'm seeing based on the 10 of Pentacles. Knight of Cups, it's reversed, and I can see here that just on what I see that there's some just 1 second, let me intuitively take a look at this and see what I feel, to see if it's something that it's present or past or future. So I see this as like the past. You might have experienced some kind of heartbreak. Maybe not. Maybe some sort of romantic situation that didn't really quite go as planned. For some reason, I can't explain why, but I feel like this is something in the past, not something currently, obviously, or in the future. I don't see that. I see that more like that's like some kind of disappointment, some kind of heartbreak, some kind of romance that didn't go right, and it went bad, and it left you kind of sad. But you've moved on. But the other partner, the person that you were involved with romantically, did not. It's what I feel. That's just what I feel, and I feel this describes this person, whether it's male or female. So you could be male or female, and the partner could be male or female. But there's just a picture of a man holding some roses, and it's upside down. So I just feel like intuitively, like the person that you were dealing with in the past romantically, the relationship has left him with like this cloud, this darkness that he or she carries around the person's aura. Not a happy card, but that's not something that necessarily is affecting you or that you're dealing with at the moment. It's just something that's being shared here, where there's something that you dealt with in the past, and the person you were involved with still carries that around, is what I feel. And here, the Fool. So what something you need to know right now is that you are you are going to be coming into some situations in your life that are going to require you to just take a leap of faith and just go for it and have faith, you know. Just go for it, not really knowing whether is it going to be good, is it going to be bad. You're just going to just the advice is just to go for it, you know, whatever this may be. It could be anything, something that will be coming up in the future for you. Taking a leap of faith, taking a leap of faith, and just going with it, having fun, and kind of being like a little, you know, not like naive, but just like open-minded and carefree, and that will bring you success with whatever it is that may be coming up for you in the near future. Um, you can see her; she's like on the edge here, and she's like trusting. She's gonna like just got her back faced towards like the water, the lake, whatever it is there, and she's just trusting completely and going for it. She's holding something. She's got like a diamond in her hand. Taking a leap of faith, going for it. The Hanged Man, I feel like that goes related to kind of like the Fool. Kind of like the way I see it is these two related where whatever it is that you are going to be going through in the near future, you're going to kind of just not necessarily like when I look at this card, some people think of it as like kind of how do I describe it? Like what comes to mind is like a clown, like a circus clown, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Like like a clown, like is this somebody that you know is just kind of like happy, exciting, makes people laugh. It's kind of like you know giddy and happy to be around. Um, kind of like there's a feeling of like uncertainty, like a clown. I see like a clown kind of like you know going to a through a rope, a tightrope. Right? They're like you know entertaining, like oh will he make it? Will he not? And then he's like it's got the umbrella, right? That's kind of what comes to my mind. But he's going for it, and it's theatrical at the same time. And he's like acting in a way, but at the same time showing that characteristic of a little bit of being kind of like naive, but in a good. That's actually like a good thing because you're open to just kind of just take a leap of faith. That's what I see with these with both of these cards. There's the High Priestess, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Seven of Pentacles. So with the High Priestess, here I see that I see success coming your way. Good stuff. Lots of good stuff. I see feminine quality, whether you're male or female. I see respect, getting lots of respect, getting, despite what it felt like in the beginning, right? I saw the image of a clown, somebody that may or may not be taken like serious, right? Clowns are more like theatrical, funny, not to be taken serious. But as you progress, you become very grounded, very respected. You become very nurturing. You become very admired, and you have a important place and status, and whatever situation it is that you will be going through in the future after you overcome this chapter here. Wheel of Fortune. So with that, even more progress, tons of progress. Wheel of Fortune is an awesome card to have. You have it. You have it all. I see you're high up in the clouds. You are being rewarded. You are being praised. You are being you are now moving into another part of your life where your group of people, your group of friends, and your community are of higher status. This is what I see, whether it's like financially or with your education, whatever it may be. It's definitely like a stepping up on your game, you know, and it includes your surroundings, your community, and who you consider your people. And then Seven of Pentacles right here. What I see is that despite all this success, as you continue on forward, there will continue to be obstacles in going on to the next chapter. It won't be easy, right? But there's always a way. When there's a will, there's a way, and it's just about strategizing how to overcome onto the next thing to do with regards to this goal here that you will be beginning in the near future. So that's all I have for you. I hope it resonated, and if it did, please let me know. Comment, subscribe, or you can also look at my description if you want to, help support me in any way, or if not, then I still appreciate you watching, and have a good day. Bye. Okay, so group number 2. So we got the tiger's eye. What are some messages you need to know right now with your current life situation? Something you need to know at this very moment? Just give me a second to take a look at the cards. I'm feeling and sensing that right now you might be having some, perhaps some difficulties with you tuning into your higher self or your intuition or your inner guidance. There's some sort of, I don't know if it's blockage or just temporary growth, or you might be doing some meditation and trying to go on to like expanding that. And when you're doing that, you kind of go through times where you're kind of a little uncertain sometimes as you grow, right? You sometimes as you're growing as a human being, you go through new stages, new phases where there's moments where you're like, who am I, right? I don't know who I am. I don't know who the new me is, right? Because we're not always like the same. We change, we evolve, and that's a good thing. But in the process, it can be kind of scary, and it can be kind of confusing, and there might be some like dark times and moments. I kind of like what comes to my mind is like the word dark night of the soul. Which that may be the case for you or not. It may be more intense, like a dark night of the soul, or a little less intense, but it relates with regards to like that phase, that stage of growth, and with that comes some growing pains. And I feel that here with justice reversed, trying to find balance can be tricky, can be challenging, whether it's within this evolution, a growth that you're going through, or perhaps something specific in your life, situation, a relationship, finances, whatever it may be for you. You're having some trouble with balancing, finding a equilibrium. Like I think of like the card, the sign Libra, right? Finding balance, and there's temperance here, which goes more into that. Right? Is reversed, so it relates to these phases here of growth that you're going through. Okay, well, I'm going to be honest with you here. In these cards here, if you can see them, you got 2 cards that are the devil. So one is reversed, so there's going to be some more hard times as you're going through this. I'll just call it dark night of the soul, which maybe or may not. Just this phase of growth and evolution, and as you're like persisting to get past that, it does come with some pain, right? Some emotional confusion and things like that, and it's not fun at all. It's not fun. Sometimes you want to give up, just like, forget this, I don't want to do this, I just want to do what's easy and makes me feel good, right? But we know that with any kind of growth, there's challenge, there's some kind of pain, right? There's some kind of, like when you're lifting weights to gain more muscle, right? It doesn't just happen and it's like super light and easy, because if it is, then you're not really gaining muscle. You have to really lift the heavy weights to feel like, to really build that muscle, and there's pain involved with that. So that's what I feel with this card. Once you continue to progress, there's going to be some challenges. People there might try to stop you, or might try to like have some disagreements, some bickering, some things like that. That's what I feel, but you just need to persist and try to find ways where you don't let that get to you or get too involved in that, and definitely defend your rights, because as a human being, you have every right to be loved and respected and treated right. But it can be challenging on finding the ways to where you don't get so involved in it and become like a lower class, or not lower class, but like down to like other people's level who may be trying to like cause this like arguments is what I think of, disagreements, upsets, or somebody may not be happy about all of this that you are going through, and they wanna maybe try to stop that from happening. That's what I get from this card. Could be like, I don't know, I think of like an ex or a relationship that you're trying to move on from, someone that it doesn't really have the best interest in heart for you, and they're probably like, you know, a little envious, and just kind of confused themselves as to where they're going in their life, and they see you growing and doing the work, and some people, you know, unfortunately, some people are not gonna like that, but that's what I see. And then here, whew, after all of that strife, after all of this dark night of the soul, look at this, you get the world, you get it all, you get it all. The world is everything. The world is everything, so you achieve many great things as you progress onto all of these obstacles and barriers. This is a wonderful card for you. All the abundance that you're looking for, you get it, you achieve it. Like I mentioned, you do get the devil here, and there is the Four of Cups. So the devil I see up here, it's like it's not reversed like it was over here. So I'm trying to understand. So even though it's the same card, it's different because it's not reversed. So all I see here is, wow, give me a second to take a look. I see 15, I see the number 6, I see something with regards to, I don't know why this word is coming to my mind, but bondage. But more than like that, it's like magnetism, a unity, a connection with another person, which might be kind of seductive and a little, just kind of like a little bit of an obsession. That's kind of what I see here, with somebody, person, relationship, two people, so you and somebody else. Some kind of addiction, but it's seen as bad to some people, but it depends on how you see it. You know, like when you're in love with somebody, sometimes you're super infatuated and in love, and some people might see that as bad. But when you love someone, you love them. You know, when they're like your soulmate or your twin flame, it's like no matter what anybody says, like you don't see it as bad because it's not bad for you. Like you're in love with that person, and you give them your all, and you love them, you think about them, and you want the best for them, and you want to see them like every day, like, you know, because you're in love. You love them, right? How could that be a bad thing? So it really depends on like your perspective with regards to some relationship, some person, some there's another word that I can't quite think of in my head. It might come up in a little bit, but then after this relationship progressing, it's gonna leave you a little bit with Four of Cups. It's gonna leave you a little bit like leaving you to kind of reflect and see, like, wait, was that really what I wanted? Or if that's what I wanted at the time, but moving forward at the new unit of time, like in the future, you might have a phase of like where you're just kind of like thinking your own thoughts to yourself and thinking like, this may or may not really be fulfilling me anymore, right? Even if this new cup is being offered, it's not really interesting to you, worth your effort, not fulfilling for you like it once was. You're kind of just taking some time to just kind of think about it and reflect and kind of like do a little pondering on wait a minute, like what is it that I want now, right? What is it that I want to work towards, and why do I feel the way I do? Even though I had all of this world life abundance and this really strong relationship, attraction, physical attraction, and tons of physical attraction. That's what I'm seeing. That's the word I was looking for earlier. And then things kind of it seems like may start to at some point dwindle, and like the fire kind of like slow down, and 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 yeah, that's what I'm getting from this pile. I hope something here, or most of the things here, resonated and made sense for you in your current life situation. And I wish you the best. I hope you liked it. Please like, comment, or subscribe. And yeah, have a good rest of your day. Bye. All right, so pile number 3, rose quartz. Let's see. Whoa. See what I have for you. I have the most cards for you, so I'm gonna try to take a look briefly and describe it the best way that I can. Okay, so what I see currently with you, with your life situation, is that you may be going through some stuff where you're not feeling very confident, where you're kind of doubting whether what you're doing with your life is really what you want to do, whether it's with your career, your position in life, at some way, with your perhaps your family. I don't know, just some kind of position in your life where you're kind of doubt, like a little bit, like reflecting, thinking, like, is this really fulfilling me? Is this really what I like? I've been working so hard. You know, for this degree or whatever it may be, right? I'm giving examples, and it's like you're getting to a point now where you've been doing it for a while, and you thought you would achieve this success or joy or something, or financial success, and you're questioning as to whether that is that's really what you want, you know. Yeah, it's you questioning as to whether it's really worth fighting for or working for or continuing on with the same pattern for such a long period of time, because it's seeing deep within your soul that this isn't like it's bringing you the happiness that you want. It's the Hierophant, but it's reversed. Um, the Ace of Pentacles again, wanting to reconsider or thinking about just starting over. Ace of Pentacles onto a new goal, a new pursuit, a new career, a new, I don't know, something about obligation is what's coming to my mind. And Ten of Swords, it's reversed. There's several reversed here. Oh wow, they're all reversed. Okay, I don't remember reversing them. I don't remember. It's kind of strange. Ten of Swords here. Look at, it's gonna leaving you feeling like whether like you feel maybe kind of alone, looking out there, walking around and seeing like just you and the crows, kind of like sad. Hey, I love crows. I have a tattoo of a crow, and on my leg, but in this description here, it's showing as you with the crows as not a happy thing, right? Ten of Swords reverse, kind of feeling lonely, like empty, like like you were promised something, but you're not feeling fulfilled really within you. Four of Wands. Yes, people are happy, but it's reversed. So it relates again to the similar thing about you're not really finding fulfillment right now currently, or what you're going through in your life, or something that you've been striving or working so hard for diligently for a very long time, with this your career, or maybe on your family obligations or something like that. It could be anything different for everybody. And as you progress on, it looks like you are going to decide to start over. Ace of Swords, be confident, go forward and go for it and start something new and work hard for it. You see the Seven of Wands, put in all the hard work and dedication, and just looks like something that you feel is going to definitely, after some thought, that it's going to bring you the joy and happiness and fulfillment that you've been looking for from the very beginning when you started this path, whatever it may be for you, going on to something different, and putting in the work, working diligently with others as a team, as a group, willing to collaborate, compromise, gather people together, community, have meetings, and be really like really considerate of other people's feelings, and really making sure that everybody is happy and willing to compromise. I have less than a minute here, so Knight of Wands here, I see that you go for it even though you're not very certain, and you work hard towards it and are persistent and go towards working towards your success. And you may or may not be fully 100% sure, but you will definitely continue on and work on pursuing that goal. So it looks like it's mostly financial, but could be different for everybody. Could be family relationships, whatever it may be for you. Something that you think in mind that you've been working really hard for a long time, and are not sure if it's really what's making you. It's not really making you happy. You might have realized at this point with all the hard work you've put in before. But that's all I have for you guys. I hope you liked it. Hope it resonated. If you like it, or if it did resonate, please comment, like, or subscribe, and have a good rest of your day. Thank you. Bye.